One can just visualize what it was like in 1805 and 1806, to see the beauty. No farmland, no weeds of any sort, just a vast open country, open range.
History is very important to us. History tells us where we've been and helps us to understand where we've been and where we're going. And it's also important to understand the native perspective, to understand that the native were here when Lewis and Clark came 200 years ago.
I think there's a small percentage of people who realize the significance of the trail itself. However, there are a lot of people who do truly think that trail signifies the beginning of what we have today.
I guess the significance is the fact that it was a trail, it still is a trail. There's some remnants of it, but standing on the same ground that perhaps they walked on and many that followed, that has some significance.
There's an appeal to this of what actual day-to-day living experience 200 years ago was like. I mean, the past really is a foreign country. And it is only because of the great volume of material, raw material, Lewis and Clark and the other journalists in the expedition provided, that we have this rare opportunity to look into the experience of 33 human beings and the people they interacted with in large number.
It hit me like, wow, you know, this expedition that came clear across the United States returned through our property, knowing that they were part of the development of the western part of the future United States.
The wines of Washington State, when we have good vintages with good winemaking and all the other stuff, are as good as any wine that you can grow anywhere in the world.
One wine writer I thought said it very well. The wine writer, I think this was Wine and Spirits magazine, made the statement that Red Mountain at its best is all about power with elegance. And this other region was more about elegance and at its best with power. The point being that Red Mountain makes powerful wines.
We really say that grapes is 85 to 90% of the battle in terms of quality, and so that's where it really happens. The history part of it's nice, experience is good, but it really only helps you so much as it gives you more tools in your toolbox in terms of, okay, what happened in the past? How did, when this problem or this problem pops up, how did I handle it in the past? And then from that point on, it's quality fruit that means everything, really.
Looking for different flavors, for mature flavors, for a sense of place. When you drink a wine, you get to drink the soils and the efforts of those individuals. So I think what happens is it's just a far more interesting beverage to consume than a cocktail that can be replicated at every joint, or a beer for that matter. So you really do get a unique experience from every wine.
There's so much yet to be explored. We've come quite a long way. But it's still very dynamic and very exciting to be involved in the industry.
People come and they say, gosh, I had no idea. You know, it's a 4-hour drive to almost everywhere. You see this agriculture, you have this feeling, I think, of this rural place where people that grow wine here are really committed, and they believe in it.
What is there about wine, you know, that poets have been writing about it for centuries? I don't know. For some reason, it inspires passion in people. It delights the senses. It's a conversation piece. By many, including myself, it can be viewed as an art form. It's agricultural. It's beautiful to look at. It has great settings. There's just so many little intangible things about it that I think really inspire people.